Hey guys, before we start with this episode, if you have any questions about real estate, whether you're looking to rent, buy, sell, or invest, please reach out to us in our bio. We'll have a link there so you can reach out to us. Thank you guys. Enjoy the episode.
For real though.
For real though? For real though.
For real though.
For real though.
Hey, y'all for real though?
What's up? Welcome to the For Real Though podcast with your host Albert Cantu.
And Davin, Keeley.
What's going on?
Do you know what's crazy? Is this is episode 20?
Is this episode 20 already?
Yeah, we've been doing this since February.
We're superstars.
Yeah.
Superstars. I'm hoping that the people that have been listening to the last 19 episodes are still excited from the first one because we did pretty good on the first episode.
Oh yeah.
And then we've had a few of them that really kind of like,
That hit.
yeah. Should we already have a reunion show?
Oh, of all of our guests?
Of all of our guests. It's only been 20 episodes.
Do you know what would be really cool is once we hit 100, we should do like a variety, like where we bring all of our guests back and stuff.
Y'all tell us if y'all want to hear that, if y'all would listen to that.
Yeah,
Send us an email.
Yeah, ask us like, so when we hit like 100.
Because we're going to hit 100 shows.
Yeah. When we hit 100, what should it consist of?
That's a lot of shows though, right? We really should say after 26 more shows because that'll be the end of the year.
26.
There's only 26 weeks left of the year.
So we'd be at 50?
Yeah. 50,
Yeah,
let's
but
do
I don't
50.
wanna-
50 seems better.
No, 50's old.
No. 50's not old.
52
50 is just
is
right.
real, yeah.
50 is just right. So, yeah, I would think 50 is a better number. 100 is a lot. That's a long time to wait
Yeah,
for
but
100 episodes. That's 100 weeks from now.
No, it isn't.
Or, well, we're at 20, so it's 80 weeks from now.
Yeah, exactly. That's math.
I just did math. And I typically don't do public math, but I did it today, right?
Yeah.
And I was spot on.
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm really good.
But I'd like to do like a variety show for like the 100th episode.
All right. Well, we'll figure that out. We're not going to talk about that right now. Well, we are going to talk about...
About Cheetos?
No, not
Because you're
Cheetos.
hungry.
No, I'm not going to talk about Cheetos. I want to talk about what's happening with The Rock.
Oh.
The XFL.
Yeah.
This, you went to the first game.
Yeah, San Antonio Brahmas.
Okay, I'm glad you said the word because I can never get that
Brahmas?
word right. Brahmas.
Stop saying it like that, though.
That's how it's Brahmas.
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 There you go.
The XFL is the Brahmas, is the football team. Well, guess what? It says here on the headlines that just came out. The XFL has lost $60 million this year. Can you believe that? But The Rock says he's playing the long game. I don't know about that.
Yeah.
So it says here, word of the league's loss is likely to spark memories of the American alliance that we had here. It's a football our football team that was called the Commanders.
Yeah, that was great. I went to those games too.
Did you really? You went
And
to the Commanders?
They were really good.
I remember when they did come in, and I was working at the time, Ken's 5, and we were, we obviously worked with advertising. We were trying to get them to advertise. I was trying to get them to be my client. And it didn't happen. I think someone else got a hold of them. But then before we could even advertise with them, it folded.
Yeah,
it was gone.
It only went to
came and left.
It went to like 6 or 7 games and then gone.
Yeah, that's crazy. Right?
Didn't even get to the playoffs.
This is terrible. This is terrible news for The Rock. It says here that the XFL, the semi-pro football league that received rather a mundane, enthusiasm from the San Antonio sports fans, which was you because
Yes.
you were there that first day, reported a stunning $60 million loss in its first year of operations, according to Forbes. Now, despite the large deficit and middling fan base, league owner Dwayne The Rock, the smell. Do you remember when he used to do that?
If you smell
Can you? No.
what the Rock is cooking.
No, can you smell? Not if you smell.
If you
No.
Can you
smell what the?
Can you smell what the Rock is cooking?
But it was smell.
That was weird.
That's terrible. Okay. Anyway, he joined forces, of course, along with his ex-wife Danny Garcia, and they bought the rights to the league for only $15 million in 2020.
That's a good investment for him. He gets a whole football league for
Yeah.
$15 million.
You pay $15 million, but they've lost $60 million.
$60 million.
That means that he's in the negative. That's terrible news for him.
That's really bad.
That's really bad. I feel
You
bad.
couldn't even sell enough popcorn.
No, like how do you make up for that? Like if But you know what? He's very enthusiastic about this, and he's saying that
I'm not.
You're not. You're already bowing out. You're already like, yeah, I'm done.
Well, I was a season ticket holder.
How many games did you go to?
One.
Where were they the rest of the times?
So I went to the very first game, and then they had away games for like 4 games in a row, and I think they lost every single one of those. And then when they came back, only half of the people showed up.
I don't think that they did enough promoting of this, though, because personally, I didn't know what the XFL was.
I think they were burnt.
You're the one who had to tell me what it was.
I know, but I think they were burnt from the Commanders leaving. This was bound to happen.
Well,
I know it's depressing because we need a football team, but I don't think the Alamo Dome just is equipped to be that high tech.
Well, Dwayne, The Rock is basically saying this is a legacy, and he's in it for the long haul. Garcia, further reiterated, which is his ex-wife, that the league's commitment to the long-term success, saying that the spring league is extremely well capitalized for a long term. So even so, that the XFL losses are sure to spark memories, obviously from the Commanders, because that folded like back in 2019. The Rock is saying that, here on May 13th. So, see, I didn't even know that the championship game was played here.
Oh, yeah.
In San Antonio. Did you go to that?
No.
Why didn't you go to that?
Because I don't have season tickets for that.
You could only season holders could go to the championship game?
It's kind of like the Super Bowl. If your team goes to the Super Bowl and you have season tickets with that team, doesn't mean you go to the Super Bowl.
Why not? It should be part of the deal.
No.
They're ripping everybody off. Okay, it says here the XFL's May 13th championship game at the Alamo Dome only drew in 22,000 fans, and a meager TV viewership of $1.4 million, raising even further questions about how much demand there is for a second National Pro Football League.
Ugh,
so
that's so depressing.
Yeah. So anyway, he's saying here, why do I keep saying that? The Rock basically says he believes the league will be profitable in 2027. So does that mean that they're going to continue to keep playing, even though they've got $60 million in losses, that they're still going to have games and do everything every season? And hope
at
that,
a loss, right?
How do you keep going he's got to be able to recoup that $60 million?
This ain't good news to help me want to go.
Well, you should go because you need to help them pay this.
No, you need to.
I don't even know what they are.
I did help them pay that. I got season tickets. You didn't do shit.
I didn't do nothing.
You didn't do crap.
I didn't do nothing to support The Rock.
Nope.
Well, he owns it, so he's just going to have
He'll need to figure it out.
He's just going to have to pay for that.
Yeah.
He needs to figure out a way, because does that mean that people are not going to get paid and stuff? I mean, I don't know.
Sometimes that happens, which sucks. Like
the players have to get paid.
They do. That's probably why they're in the hole. Oh. They're like, oh yeah, we have to pay our players.
That's terrible news.
We have good news for San Antonio, though.
Oh yeah, tell them about this.
Okay, San Antonio Riverwalk. Okay, I can't.
Why are you laughing when you say?
I can't say this with a straight face.
Oh
San Antonio Riverwalk among the prettiest sites in the world. Study says.
I think that should be. That scared me. San Antonio Riverwalk among the prettiest sites in the world, not just in the state of Texas.
Well,
we're talking about the world.
Look, it says other sites to make the list included Central Park, Barcelona's Sagrada Familia, and the Notre Dame Cathedral in Paris.
Oh my God, they're comparing us to the Notre Dame Cathedral in Paris?
Yes.
So the Riverwalk is just as beautiful as the Notre Dame Cathedral.
Do they know the color of the river? It's all green and moldy.
You know who didn't like back in 2014, Mark Cuban, the owner of the Mavericks,
yeah.
He basically smeared our Riverwalk all over. He said it was a muddy, ugly ass river is what he called it.
Yeah. You know,
take this, Mark. I'm going to show this to him. I'm going to go up to him. Mira, we've got the prettiest site in all the world.
Do you know what's funny is I always watch videos about San Antonio, and it's always people coming from other countries and other states, and they're like, "There's no guardrails."
There isn't. I'm surprised more people haven't fallen in. Maybe they do.
Yeah,
they probably do.
So I have a question: Do people fall in more than they talk about? I guess.
If anybody's fallen in, or if you know somebody's fallen in, write to us.
I do know somebody that fell in.
Oh, you knew somebody that fell in?
Yeah, my friend's kid fell in.
Oh, like could they swim?
Yeah.
It's not that deep though. People think it's deep, but it's not.
We should try it.
No, I'm not getting in that.
You'd
river.
never?
No, because you
What
probably
about for
come out with
charity?
E. coli or something.
For charity?
No, because what if there's germs and stuff? There's people pee in there. I think.
Dang.
I think it's like.
No. We're the prettiest.
All right. Well, yeah. According to a recent report that was done by Swiss-based luxury travel company, said that the Riverwalk was one of the nicest destinations downtown in San Antonio. It was declared actually the 16th prettiest site in the world, and the 5th most beautiful in the U.S. It's one. And it was only one of 5 U.S. destinations to make the report in the top 20. So, and it was the only Texas location to make the entire list. Can you believe that? So that's pretty cool. I'll be honest with you. I think downtown is pretty. The Riverwalk is pretty. There's a lot of people. And they've stretched that thing out further, and it just looks really much nicer.
It's technically called the San Marcos River, right? San Pedro River. It's San Pedro.
The San Pedro River. So I read some history on this, and just so you know, that 2 decades prior to when it first opened, it opened in 1941. But 2 decades prior to 1941, which would put it about 1921, I guess. There was major flooding downtown, so they carved out this ravine to keep the water from overflowing.
Yeah.
So it technically was produced for keeping the downtown from becoming flooded. And it turned into by 1941 they opened it as the Riverwalk.
I want to buy one of those floats.
What floats?
The floats on the Riverwalk.
The boats?
Yeah.
The river boats?
Yeah, imagine, because you always have your mic, your Britney Spears mic or Janet Jackson mic.
Yeah.
And I could DJ.
Oh, that'd be cool if we could DJ on a boat.
Yeah, if we could do like a yacht rock.
How do we talk to? Who do we talk to? We need to talk to somebody. Do we talk to the mayor? Mayor!
We could,
We
right?
want to be on the boat.
Yeah, we want to change things up.
We can make it more fun. They do have dinner on the boat. I've had that done before.
I've done that too.
You know what happened? We were on the dinner boat. Everybody had their food out and everything, their glasses of wine and everything. The guy that was driving the boat was joking a lot. Like his gig is to joke about stuff, right? And so he kept saying, "We're gonna crash. We're gonna crash." And we were just all laughing. And sure enough, we hit the side of the river, the wall, so hard that all of our plates and drinks flew to the other side of the boat. And like we were like freaking out. And one of those bottles, we bought 2 bottles, were like $200 wine bottles, and they just spilled over.
Anyways, it's the prettiest river. San Antonio's Riverwalk is the prettiest. No
Davin was
accidents.
bored with my story. But anyway, that really truly did happen. Okay, it says here the other beautiful U.S. destinations included Central Park coming at number 1, Las Vegas. Bellagio came in at number 3, and then Seattle's Chihuly Garden came in at number 10.
What the heck? Did
And
you just say?
Chihuly, I don't know, it says Chihuly or something like that. Anyway, interesting though, right? Like that San Antonio's got the prettiest site in the world.
Yeah.
In the world.
It makes me want to eat like hot Cheetos and like, cheese.
That's what you'll find in the Riverwalk, a lot of hot Cheetos.
Oh yeah, hot Cheeto fingers.
Hot Cheeto fingers. Speaking of hot Cheetos, obviously there was a new movie that just came out on Hulu. You can catch it on Hulu and Disney. Flamin' Hot. Have you seen it?
Eva Longoria?
Yeah, it's Eva Longoria's first directorial debut.
Okay.
She directed this
You
movie.
watched it.
I watched it and I thought it was amazing.
Was it inspiring?
It was very inspiring, and it was you know me, I cry for everything. So yeah, I got a little teary-eyed on this whole movie. So if you're gonna watch this movie, get ready to be inspired, but also get ready to cry a little bit. And then there's some really funny and great moments. They even have Bryce. I forget Bryce's last name. I think it might be on this report here, but Bryce was a little kid that's also on where I first saw him was on TikTok, and he plays the son. So this movie was inspired by the feel-good tale of Richard Montañez. I said his name right. Montañez, who's played by Jesse Garcia. He's a Frito-Lay janitor who rose into the executive ranks by leveraging his Mexican-American heritage to tap into an underserved community. And the way he did that was, Frito-Lay was kind of going down. They were losing people. They had to lay off people because their sales were so far down. So the janitor says, you know what? We should create something that speaks to the Hispanic market.
Yeah.
And why are we not doing that, right? So he thought of, well, let's come up with flavors. you know, the Mexican heritage, and we're all about the cilantro and the onions and the chiles and all that stuff. So they basically at home tested a whole bunch of different types of flavorings that they could put on these Cheetos to make them taste more what Mexicans might be looking for in terms of flavor. And so they were having the little boy taste everything, and he would say if it was too hot, if it was not hot enough, and then if it was just the perfect one, which they did, they found the perfect amount of heat. He decided to introduce it to the CEO of Frito-Lay, and it goes on to basically say like they put it out and they put it on the market. They took his word for it, but they weren't marketing it. So he took it upon himself to go out into the community.
Oh, that's awesome.
And he took the bags of Cheetos and was passing it out to all of the people.
Yeah.
And that's where the sales really took off. And it's just an incredible story.
I think I remember when they came out because
I don't remember when they came out.
it was like late 90s, I believe. I didn't watch
Yeah,
the
it was
movie.
like I want to say it was like mid 90s.
Oh, it was mid 90s?
Yeah,
Because I remember I
mid-90s.
was in elementary school and like everybody had like hot Cheetos.
Really? See, I don't remember that.
Well,
When my kids were like 5 or 6, that was probably around 2000, probably 2005, no, 2008, 9, and
Yeah.
that's when I remember hot Cheetos because that's what they wanted to eat.
Yeah.
I didn't know anything about hot
Well,
Cheetos.
it's weird because if you go to the gas station now,
Everything's flavored with Flamin' Hot.
everything is like Hispanic, like Latino culture type of,
And it sells.
like Chamoy.
I love all
But all of it, all the brands.
We're putting it on everything.
Takis.
Even
Takis came out.
Takis. We're putting it on our margaritas. We want chamoy and tajin. Everything.
Mangonadas,
Yes,
like
all of that.
just all of the everything.
Oh, you're making me hungry.
I know.
I want some.
By the way, we have a guest coming out too.
Oh yeah, we do. We've got a special guest with us. But anyway, if just so you know, I'm gonna cut this short. Go see the movie Flamin' Hot. Again, Eva Longoria did a great job. It's on Hulu and on Disney. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. You're going to get inspired by this story, and it's just a really good, feel-good story. And I love that they incorporated God in the whole thing. So that's what I love about it. So there's a lot of prayer going on in there, and God eventually answers his prayers. So go check it out, Flamin' Hot.
Oh, yeah.
All right, we'll stick around because we're going to come right back with our guest.
Woo.
All right.
Certified Collision Center.
Located on 7240 Bandera Road, provides high-quality repairs for San Antonio, Leon Valley, and Helotes residents.
Whether it's paintless dent repair, hail dent repair, custom paint, auto body repair, or electrical repair, Certified Collision Center is your one-stop shop for affordable car services.
Remember, you legally have the right to choose your collision repair. You don't have to go with the collision center your insurance company pushes on you.
Certified Collision Center is a local and family-owned business. Plus, they provide virtual estimates through their website at certifiedcollisionsa.com.
So call them today at 210-870-8674 for more information or visit their Facebook page to check them out.
Mad Media!
Mad Media is your local marketing agency alternative.
Mad Media specializes in TikTok video, Reels marketing, graphic design, and networking opportunities for local San Antonio businesses and entrepreneurs.
Mad Media guarantees original content that brands your business specifically for your targeted audience and unique scripting and affordable photo content.
With Mad Media, you won't have to worry about ridiculous long-term contracts or spelling errors. They pride themselves on punctuality and communication.
If you're a local business owner, contractor, or real estate agent, contact Mad Media for a free consultation.
If you still want to manage your own marketing content but don't know the best ways how, contact Mad Media for their training packages.
Contact them at 210-608-3446 and tell them
The For Real Though Podcast sent you.
All right, welcome back to the For Real Though Podcast with your host, Albert Cantu.
And Davin Keeley.
That bandana, is that Tank's?
No.
Is that his bandana?
I put this on him before, but I wanted to wear this bandana because I thought the shirt, was
it says Texas
super
Hill Country.
Texas, and it's hot outside like crazy.
Oh, okay. And so that's supposed to catch your sweat or something, or?
My neck sweat. I guess.
Okay.
Oh, we have a special guest.
Yes, we do. We have a guest, Mr. Marcos Ruiz from Certified Collision Center, which is good. I'm glad we have you here because, we're real.
That's long clap.
We're realtors and we're driving all day long.
Oh
and
my
so the
God.
chances of us being in an accident is very
it's
high.
so common. Like the most part, like I hear it all the time and through my Facebook, like there's always something going on with the realtor's car because
Right.
they're driving in like brand new neighborhoods. Nails. I mean, they're getting into.
I've had two.
Oh, that's
I've
happened to
had two
you.
blowouts.
Yeah.
Well, my cars, 2 blowouts on the tires in Canyon Lake, and then another one heading back home. There's always something happening.
So thank you for being
guys
here.
are always on the road. Huh?
We're always on the road. So so we're glad you're here because you can maybe help us understand a little bit more about what Certified Collision Center does. You're the CEO, founder, right? Creator. So talk a little bit about, if you don't mind, just tell us a little bit about how Collision Center got started, and then what you guys have to offer and what makes you different from everyone else that's out there.
Well, we actually started a mobile mechanic shop.
okay.
Me and my buddy. And we
Okay, that's how it started?
Yeah, that's how it all started.
When was that?
So that was probably about 5 years ago.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, we
awesome.
started out of my living room with our personal cars, and we just started,
interesting.
doing mobile mechanics. We've been in the body shop industry
Yeah.
for a long time, and we said, you know what, there's a need for mobile mechanics. So we started out of my living room doing mobile mechanics, and then
So you'd go to somebody's home if they say, "Hey, my car's messed up or whatever." You'd take off and go to their place.
right, or collision centers. So collision centers would call us to do multiple repairs. We own a
So you were contracted out.
Yeah, we're subcontracted to collision
nice.
centers.
Okay.
That's awesome.
So that's how we started, and we built this company, A&S Diagnostics, that does nothing but electrical repair for collision centers, and that's all mobile business. And then eventually, it just evolved into people saying, "Hey, why are we taking it to the dealer? Why are we taking it here or there when you guys are doing the repairs?" So eventually, word got around. We leased a building, and we all actually just fell into collision because we've been in the industry for so long,
Right.
So people just started bringing us their cars, and that's how we got started.
No, but it's amazing to see how it evolved to where you are
that's
today.
awesome. 5 years.
It reminds me of like every little startup, right? Like when you think of with the guy that did Apple, like they started out of the garage, right?
Yeah.
What's his name? I forget his name. Why is it?
Are you talking about like Jeff Bezos? Right?
No, I'm talking
Amazon.
Apple.
Amazon was
Yeah,
right?
Amazon started
Talking
out.
about Apple.
Yeah, I know Apple. Steve
Jobs.
But he didn't start in his garage.
I thought
It
he
was,
did.
it was actually Amazon.
It was Amazon.
Started out of their garage. Yeah.
I thought Apple started in his garage.
I think that did too.
Steve
they
Jobs.
they started in college,
I know,
right?
but
In their dorm room, probably something like
Right.
that.
all right. Well, Amazon. Okay, it reminds me of Amazon. Like,
Yeah.
reminds me of the Amazon story.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Well, that's cool though. So it's evolved. So here we are today,
Right.
5 years later. Certified Collision Center exists.
Right.
And so what sets you apart from every other collision center that's out there?
Well, we have built a pure independent collision center, and what I mean by independent is we work directly for our customers. We do 90% insurance claims. We also still do customer pays. You'll be surprised on how many shops don't want to do a customer pay because they're so spoiled with insurance claims.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because that's guaranteed money.
Right, that's guaranteed money. They can charge a certain amount. So we still, where we started is helping the customers, right?
They're the bottom line, right?
Right. The bottom line is the customers. That's
Right.
our priority at Certified Collision. So what sets us apart is we're a pure independent collision center. We work directly for our customers. We don't have a contract with any insurance company, and we just do what's right by the customers. Repair and try to help customers out. In this day and age, the way things are looking, everybody wants to save money, but they still want a great product, and I think that's what Certified provides.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's great. So I just the other day, not but a few weeks ago, my wife was on the road and she hit there was a wheelbarrow, a 3-wheel barrel. Is that I'm saying right? Wheelbarrow.
Why do you say it like that?
I don't know because I'm Mexican.
Wheelbarrow. Wheelbarrow.
Wheelbarrow. There was a wheelbarrow. Does that
Yeah.
sound better?
Yeah.
Okay. Wheelbarrow in the highway, and she hit it.
Right.
And it tore up the whole front end of the vehicle. So we did take it to another collision center.
Right.
And they got it worked. But there was a lot of things that I thought that were on there that could have been done way better.
Right.
And we didn't ever have. There was never a conversation between ourselves and the collision center ever.
Dang.
So like they just called us up one day and said, "Okay, your car's ready. Come get it." And that was it. Like,
Right.
There was never a conversation with them to say like, "Hey, we think that this is like this might have caused some other issues."
Right.
But
Yeah,
it wasn't like
a
that.
lot of times they just, deal directly with the insurance companies, and
And that's what we did.
yeah, the shop doesn't really get to know their customers. I mean, we got a lot of customers we know. When you walk through our doors, like, hey, what's going on? Good to see you. Sorry
so-
you're here, but hey,
Yeah.
how can we help you?
It's like being a doctor.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
hate that you're here, but I'll fix
car
it.
doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're a car doctor. Exactly.
So it's interesting. So in a scenario like that, what should somebody do? So they just got in an accident, and it wasn't with another driver. It was like they have
Right.
damage to their car. It's not drivable. Who should they call? What's really the
Well,
next?
the next step. They always want to see a police report unless it's done on private property. You don't make a police report. You don't have to. You can reach out to your insurance company and start a claim. So you go through the claims process with your insurance company. A lot of people don't realize is when you do the claims process, the insurance company will tell you, oh, yeah, you can choose this shop. What they're doing is steering you to their direct repair centers.
yeah, who they have a relationship.
Yeah,
got the
so who they have a
partnership with them.
partnership with,
Right.
right? And the thing that people don't realize is that you got the right to choose by law your repair center.
Any collision
yeah,
center you
any
want.
collision center you want.
Okay.
When you go with their direct repair centers, I'm not saying they're bad. I don't like to bad talk nobody.
Yeah.
But they do have to keep their contract, so they're gonna follow what the insurance is dictating as far as parts used, how to go about the repair. Certified collision deals directly with the customer and OEM manufacturer specifications, right? We follow what Nissan says, or if you drive a
nice, okay.
Lexus, what Lexus says. So we follow the dealership guidelines, and then we relay that to the customer and say, hey, we can't use used parts. We can't use a junkyard part. Because
Okay.
a lot of times that's what they'll do in their direct repair centers is,
Oh,
is
wow.
put used parts in the car.
Oh, see, I didn't know that.
Right.
Oh,
without-
hell no.
Yeah, well, without
Well, you don't
knowing.
know.
You don't
I mean-
know, yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to
That
go.
looks dirtier than the other part, right?
Why is my bumper red? My car's white. So
Big
I,
Right.
finger paint.
Right.
but you're right. No, to me, the common customer, I'm not going to tell whether or not it's used or not. I'm just going to
Right.
assume that what I got on there was all brand new. I'm assuming it's all brand new.
Yeah.
Maybe there wasn't all brand
Yeah,
new.
you're
parts.
assuming you're getting taken care of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind
But most customers don't realize that.
Yeah.
Right. But we will say that to you, like, hey, they're putting a used.
Yeah.
They're putting a used strut. They're putting a used bumper on your car.
Oh, wow.
When we should really be using the manufacturer says to use a manufacturer bumper. So
Right.
that's like one of the biggest benefits of working with an independent is we don't have to hold our tongue when it comes to repairing your vehicle. We do what's right by our customer.
That's
Yeah.
right.
amazing.
And
That's
what's
great.
right by their vehicle to get it back safe on the road. Like
I wish I would have known that. I would have.
I know.
I would have
had
brought
the same thing happen to me. Remember
Yeah.
when I was driving on 1604 and there was a truck and all of their tools fell out onto 1604 and it punctured the bottom of my car.
Dang.
Like gas tank, my
Right.
turbo.
So
everything.
what? You just like ran out of gas on the highway?
You should
You're
have
like,
seen.
you
You
had
should
no
have seen
gas?
this, Marco. He was
I was driving that car for like 4 months
with
So
the gas leak on the
No
bottom.
way.
Yes, and I
That's
kept telling him
crazy.
like it's gonna blow up. Like one day
Right.
you're gonna get gasoline in something and it's gonna catch fire or something. He's lucky it didn't happen.
Yeah.
I remember he parked his car out here, and I went out to go look at something, and then I was walking back, and
Smell.
he had a little container under his car
collecting the gas.
catching the gasoline, and it looked like pee. I'm like, you actually have a container under the car, and you're doing that. And he's
Yeah.
like, yeah.
But that was
I'm like,
before I knew Marcos.
well, see, now you should have Marco fix it.
Well, yeah. Well, now you know where to go.
Yeah, I have the
We'll
gas
get
tank
taken care
still,
of.
but I don't know.
Oh yeah, but y'all don't do anything like that. Like, let's say for instance, is it just could it be a regular repair shop?
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
really?
So we own a repair center too. So
Oh, okay.
A&S Diagnostics, the one that started out of the
the living room.
out of
Old
the
school.
living room,
Yeah.
has turned into a repair center.
Oh,
so we have
okay.
a whole repair center.
See,
on
I like
Eckerd
that
Road.
because I feel like collision centers they're strictly like narrow-minded.
Right.
This is how we make money, and we can't help anyone else. Hey, I have my own part, and can you guys do that for me? No.
Right,
If it
yeah,
has
no.
nothing to do with the insurance. So
So
that's
they
awesome.
can, collision centers get kind of spoiled with insurance claims, right? It's
Right.
like this is guaranteed money. We deal directly with the big company. Like people forget about the consumer, about the customer, right?
Yeah.
And what we do at Certify is we will do your collision, and hopefully you become a customer in our repair center,
Yeah.
right? And hopefully we have a lifetime relationship. You guys trust us already with the collision, and we do right by you on that. Why wouldn't you trust us with the simple oil change?
Right, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Alternator,
you're
right?
right.
It's no brainer for us to do, and it
does
just
make sense.
happened.
It's
that
good
way
business
for us.
sense.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it just happened that way for us. You know,
That's
that
really cool.
We started mechanically.
Man, you're a great guest to have, especially because we have a lot of realtors that listen.
Right.
We have a lot of car issues.
Oh yeah, for sure. You guys are always on the road.
We're always on the road.
Always on the road,
Always
showing
on the road.
something.
He
think,
just broke his windshield the other day.
I know. I had a DJ gig,
Okay.
and as I was putting my equipment in my car, my DJ controller, I banged it up against my windshield, and now there's this huge crack in it.
dang it.
Well, you should take it to like maybe
He said he can do it.
like a collision center.
Oh, but which one?
know, I know.
They don't want me.
Well, what you guys don't know is a simple glass repair these days. With the electronics they're putting in these cars,
Yeah.
it's not just a replacement glass. I mean, you got cameras in the glass now. You got ADAS
Sensors, yeah.
You got sensors that need to be calibrated.
crazy.
So that's another thing that we're really heavy on is making sure the safety systems of the even a replacement of glass, right? It has to be calibrated. It has to. They got what's called lane keep assist, and it keeps you in your lane. That camera.
mine
Oh,
does
I
have
have
that.
that.
Yeah.
I have that too.
Right. So that camera, just because we're replacing a windshield, it's not your same old windshield that it used to be with all these electronics. You got to make sure that that camera's calibrated properly, or, you won't stay in your lane, and you'll get in an accident if it's not calibrated.
Oh, hell no.
See, that's
Now-
crazy,
Get
right? So
another
that's what
one.
I'm saying. So, obviously over the years, cars have obviously become more and more with a lot more technology involved. So is your center constantly having to learn like what's new in the market, what's changed? Because like now you got more electrical vehicles. Teslas are all over the place now. And that's all battery operated.
Right, 100% electrical. Yeah, our industry is changing daily. Like you can go check something and then the next day check it, and it's literally totally different, right?
That's crazy.
So we have to stay up on technology,
What cars are
repair
coming out,
procedures,
yeah.
right? And I think that's my job as not being on the floor like I used to be.
Right.
Is my job is to make sure that I stay on top of all the technologies.
That's changing.
Stay on top of the equipment.
Right.
Like make sure we have proper equipment to repair the vehicles, right? But cars are getting so crazy; they're going to be flying in no time, right?
Do you have a favorite car that you've ever fixed?
You know what? When you're a car guy, I like speed, right? So I like horsepower.
Yeah.
But when you fix cars for a living, I think we call them all junk, right?
I hate this hobby.
Right? So we're
That's funny. They're all junk.
Another junk came in. Or, dang, my dang junky car. Even though you got a nice car with 600 horsepower, you're like, man, this piece of junk.
It's barely held together. Yeah.
I think me and my buddies laugh about it. It's like, we just call everything junk, but that's
It's just
part
because
of
you
being-
can see you're seeing everything that's put together to make it
Right.
what it is.
Right.
And that's probably why you have a completely different perspective.
Ooh,
of
I
the
do have a
vehicle.
question. What's like the most well-made car? That because you're seeing all the diagnostics.
He just got through saying they're all junk.
No. But I want to know like what you've seen over the years. You're like, this is like the best all-around.
It's
car.
probably
Well, the thing is that I think that it just depends. I mean, Chevy, GM makes a great product. I may be biased. I like Chevys, but Lexus and Toyota do a really good job of building cars.
Yeah.
That car will last you. Yeah,
that's the car I
I hope it has issues.
that.
have. The Mazda. What is yours? A Mazda what?
I have a Miata.
No, you don't have a Miata. Is it a Miata?
Yeah,
I thought it was a Mazda.
I
Something.
have the new Miata.
Oh, okay.
That's junk, right?
Yeah. I don't want to. I don't want.
Why'd you wink?
No, yeah. Mazda is one of the brands that it's like stay away from.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's
hell no.
yeah. He gets a lot of compliments on his car. The people love. So the outside looks great.
No, they look great. I think
Yeah.
it's just their motor combination. I'm
Yeah.
not sure if they got away from the rotary engine, But they came
Oh, yeah,
out,
they are.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
came out with the airplane. Well, they were using the airplane engine. So
Yeah.
I mean, those things when we would see them, it's like, yeah, we're gonna replace the motors.
The
It just-
RX-7.
Yeah, the RX-7. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
just like, I mean, they're nice cars. Don't get me wrong, but
The
I think-
triangles, right?
yeah, I think they went with the rotary engine, and it hurt the brand. You know?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's okay, mijo. I mean, that's not your forever car anyway.
I need to get it fixed.
I have a Toyota though.
I know.
Yeah.
I have the Toyota.
But the
Camry.
sound sucks in it, so.
Oh, I have a terrible stereo system.
Oh, do you have a stereo guy?
Yeah, we do. Gorilla Sounds.
Oh.
I wanted more bass in my car because my car, it doesn't have very much bass in it, and I would like more.
He wants that like South Side, like the.
So you want the whole car to
yeah,
rattle.
I don't want my. I don't.
trunk. The trunk's moving.
I don't want the rattling of the
Yes.
metal. I don't want that.
You want that.
I'm too old for that. I'm not doing that.
Wear headphones.
No, I just want a more richer
Right.
sound inside
Right.
the vehicle. That's all I'm asking for. But I love my car. I just don't think it has a great sound system. And that's funny because I'm all about music. And that for whatever reason, when I picked this vehicle to take it, I never even played the radio to test it out. And if I would have known that it had that kind of radio system, I wouldn't have taken the car.
But that's
the engine can be broken as long as the radio works. I'm taking it.
Yeah, but that's a testament to like when you're going through something because we both had car issues and we needed to get other cars.
Yeah.
Like immediately.
Right.
And so a testament to like your company when the world's like spinning around, I need another car and all this stuff, they can just call you and try to figure out the situation so
Right.
that you can figure out what's the best plan of action.
Yeah. I think that when we do a lot collision center, we have mechanics under and we're a one-stop shop. People just don't promote it as that, right?
Right,
So if a car comes in, it's hit and it don't start, we got to figure out, hey,
Why?
why doesn't this car start? There's a wire cut. There's something. So we don't just. People think, oh yeah, they just fix wrecks. So people don't realize what type of process it goes through when it goes through our shop.
Right.
Like they don't realize like their roof's missing and you know what I mean. Like
Wait, I don't have a convertible.
They just bring in just the wheel. What's wrong with this vehicle? Why doesn't it work?
they don't realize we cut out the whole roof and we got it all torn apart.
What is
right?
it? The crazy ex-girlfriends like beating up the car
Yeah.
and stuff like that, like spray paint and all that.
Oh, you
Oh
should
my
see
God.
the things we see.
Oh, I'm
my
sure you guys.
gosh.
Super
I wish
crazy.
we had a little more time to see all these stories, but
that's
we don't.
awesome.
We're already almost out of time. So, Marco, thank you so much for coming. We gotta let people know who are listening how they can get a hold of you and like what's your phone number, what's your website.
Website is certifiedcollisionsa.com.
Okay.
Our phone number is 210-870-8674. We're located right off Bandera, 7240 Bandera Road.
Okay, awesome. This has been very eye opening for me.
Actually, really eye-opening. I need to bring my car over to you guys now.
Yeah, you guys are welcome to come to the shop anytime.
Awesome.
Awesome. All right. Well, thank you so much for stopping by. We appreciate it. All right, this is it. This is the end of the show.
Thank you, Marcos, for being here.
Thank you,
guys.
Marcos.
Yeah.
All right,
Appreciate
hey,
it.
tune in next week. We're gonna have another great show.
Are you sure?
Yeah, for
Not,
sure.
not as good as this.
Oh no, probably not. But still tune in anyway.
Bye.
Bye.